Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about the group by clause, which is equivalent to bucketization. We are going to create groups of rows based on a specific column's value. A single row can only be part of a single group. The syntax is going to be very simple. We are going to specify group by clause after the from clause. Recall that in SQL queries, you'll have to specify select clause first, followed by which you're going to specify from clause. All the other optional clauses are going to come after the from clause. As part of the group by clause, we'll be specifying the name of the column based on which we want to create the grouping. Let's answer first question, which is asking what is the total revenue per each year. Whenever you have the phrase per each, by each, for each, or in each as part of your analysis question, it is likely that you'll have to write a group by clause. Let me create a query shell. I have select clause, followed by which I have the from clause where I'm mentioning the name of the table as movies. Let me type the group by clause after that. I'm going to copy this shell and use it to answer the questions as part of this section. For this question, clearly we need to group by year column because the question is asking per each year. What do we want to select? We want to select total revenue. So I'm going to say sum of revenue. This particular query is going to be version 1 of the solution. Observe that we are getting sum of revenue per each year. Only trouble is that we are not able to identify which row corresponds to which year. Let's improvise this query. I'm going to insert a new cell after the above cell. Let me retype the query that we just typed. So I'm going to say select sum of revenue from movies group by year. Instead of just selecting sum of revenue, I'm also going to select the year column by specifying select sum of revenue comma year. Observe that now we are able to associate the year with the corresponding sum entry. For the year 2006, the total revenue was 3,624.46 million. There are no rules as such about the select clause, which is part of the query containing a group by clause. But let me give you intuition as to what you can and should not use as part of the select clause here. You can use any aggregate function to produce aggregate of a specific column's values. You can also use the name of the column based on which you're creating the grouping over here. Any other column as part of the select clause of the query which contains group by does not make any sense. Let me give you an example for that. I'm going to take the above query and type the select clause as title, year, and sum of revenue. Let's group by year. Let me execute this query. Observe that we are getting a single movie's title as part of the title column index here. That doesn't make any sense. Clearly, multiple movies would have been released as part of the year 2006. What happens is that when you try to select a column which is not involved with the group by grouping, you're only going to get one of the values associated with the set of rows which belong to that particular group. You can never predict which of those values are going to show up here. That depends on the internal optimization of the database storage as such. So you need to always make sure to only use the columns involved in the group by clause as part of the select clause over here. Of course, you can use aggregation to aggregate any other column's value. Let's move on to answering the next question, which is asking how many movies were directed by each director. Clearly, we need to group by director here. What do we want to select? We want to select count of star. So let me go ahead and display the output of this query over here. Observe that we are only getting the count. Let's update the select query to display the director and the corresponding count. Looks like we are getting the counts for the top 10 rows over here. Why are we only getting top 10 rows? Recall that the default value for the parameter cap is going to be 10. So if we want to override that, we are going to have to pass a different argument. If I say cap equal to 20, you're going to see 20 rows as part of your data frame here. What would be good in terms of the query that we have written over here is to introduce an order by clause instead of simply saying select director comma count of star from movies, where you're doing the group by based on the director. I am also going to introduce an order by clause here where I want to order by this count column. Let me store the count column as count over here. So I'm going to order by count and I want to order by the descending order. That way we can look at the top 10 counts for the corresponding directors. Let's move on to the next question, which is asking what is the average rating for each director. Clearly we'll have to group by director over here. Let's select the director name along with the average rating for that director. So I'm going to type my select clause here as select director comma avg of rating. Let's execute this query. Looks like we are getting the average rating for these directors over here. Let's move on to the next question, which is asking what is the average runtime for each director. Once again, we'll have to group by director here. So I'm going to type group by director. What do we want to select? We want to select the director name and the average runtime for the director. Let me execute this query. Looks like we are getting the average runtime for each director. You can imagine using order by for both of these questions as well to create a proper ordering. Let's answer this final question of this section, which is asking how many unique directors created a movie in each year. Clearly, we are going to group by year over here. After grouping by year, what do we want to select? We want to be able to select the year and then we want to select the count of distinct directors. So I'm going to say count open parenthesis close parenthesis and I'm going to say distinct. What column do we have to involve here? That's going to be the director column. Let me store this particular column's name as director underscore count over here. Observe that we are getting the director count for each of these year groups. I'll wrap up this video here. In the next video, we are going to learn about combining group by with other clauses.